Dear students, today we are going to discuss about DDL and DML commands, which is the part of database management systems. So before going into this topic, I want to discuss about some of the basic concepts like what is meant by relational database, what is meant by table, and how we can use this table to store a related data. As well as we are going to discuss structured query language and its basic concepts. After this, we will discuss DDL and DML commands or statements along with the examples. So what is meant by relational database? Relational database is a collection of tables, and all these tables can be used to store data which is interrelated in a structured format. Here the structured format means we are going to store this interrelated data in a two-dimensional way, that is rows and columns. So each and every table contains rows and columns, where each and every row is called a record and each and every column is called an attribute. Consider this example. Here we have a table that contains 5 attributes: A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5, and totally we have 4 records. If you observe a record, one of the record, each and every record contains 5 attribute values. One attribute value belongs to A1, one attribute value belongs to A2, one attribute value belongs to A3, one belongs to A4 and one belongs to A5. So all these 5 attribute values, if we combine all these 5 attribute values, it forms a record. If you observe a attribute, that is a column, each and every attribute has some certain number of instance values. For example, consider A3. Here A3 has a 4 instance values, also called attribute values. Together forms the attribute A3. So next concept is structured query language. As the name itself tells us, it is a language which is allows us to query structured data present in a relational database. We can say the structured query language is a special purpose language which enables us to manage access data present in our database. Usually a structured query language is made up of 4 primary language statements. So first one is DML, which is meant for data manipulation language, and DDL meant for data definition language, DCL data control language, and TCL transaction control language. All these primary language statements can be used to perform different types of operations on the relational database. Mainly, we can create our own table, we can insert our own content into the table, we can delete table, we can delete records from the table, we can drop table, as well as we can create our own schema to our table, as well as we can add certain number of attributes to the table, as well as we can also remove certain number of attributes from the table. So we can perform different types of operations. In the short span of time, we are going to discuss the first 2 most important primary language statements called data manipulation language as well as data definition language in soon.